Hello to the one person that's watching me so far, and it's not a friend or a Cucamonga. So hi, day number 2 of Spooktober, 31 days of Spook. Slay the Princess. So I've seen a little bit of this game get played, thanks to my IT friend who actually helped me with my technical difficulties. Thank God I have him. So he's recommended this game, and he's actually the person who made me my list. And that would be Tyler. Tyler made me my list for Spooktober, and this is one of the games. I've seen a little bit of it. It looks really intriguing. It's choice-based. I love choice-based. Granted, the last choice-based game I played was Life is Strange. I've played one Before the Storm. I tried two. Not gonna lie, two really sucks, but that's for another time. Anyways, content warning. This is a horror game, and it is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, blacktabbygames.com, if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects, as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. That's very nice of you. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. You know, if dude, if that's the case, Attack on Titan is a love story, which technically it is. If don't question me, don't fight me on that. But yeah, let's get right into this. New game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. I feel like I'm not going to have to do too much
talking. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I really like this. I was actually talking about princess stories and how, I mean, they're kind of written by men. And it's always saving the princess, saving the princess. But then you got J. Cole saying, she don't want to be saved, don't save her. I don't know what to do here. I don't know. But ooh, lots of things to explore, lots of things to read. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? That is a good assumption. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? That is very nihilistic. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Exactly. Am I a bounty hunter? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolucion. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to
turn
seriously. Around and leave?
Mm-hmm.
Do you even know where you're going?
No. Can I? Oh my god, why can't I leave? Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and slay the princess. Ugh. Dude, this Shikamaru type vibe. It's a drag. Okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin. Yes, I definitely lie. What do you mean? Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
See, that's the thing. Is the world ending or are people ending? Because there is a difference.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
I forgot I'm schizophrenic.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Get out of here. Stupid voices in my head. I don't even know where that second one came from. Anyways, tell me more, British narrator.
That's strange.
I'm still going to the
It
cabin.
looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Hmm.
Convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Maybe it can, or maybe it can't. Either way, I think that I'll just continue on. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna get in the mindset here. Okay. I'm going into the cap. Yes, literally. Let's do this.
As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this
Yes.
will all resolve.
Yes. Do I have a knife anywhere? No, but I have a keyboard, and I'm ready to use it.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
See, this is the dilemma that you have in something like the Stanley Parable, where the narrator is telling you to do something, and it really is up to you as an individual to know exactly what you want to do. What are your intentions? I'm not really sure what my intentions are. I'm kind of just winging this first, I don't know, chapter 1. Winging it.
She's only a princess, whereas you are a valiant and talented warrior. It'll be easy, so long as you stay.
Yes, do I have big muscles?
We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah, see, that again, what I was saying. Men believe in saving women, and not too many women really want to be saved. And I'm not just talking about the hoes. Proceed to the cabin. I really do like the effects.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Let's take the blade first.
Take the blade from the table.
Yes.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yeah, that's one of those coding things where you got to be very specific about what you actually want to do. It's like, okay, how do you get peanut butter out of the jar? You have a knife and you have a jar of peanut butter. Okay, well, pick up the knife. Well, technically, you got to code the hand and the physics that go along with it. Don't let CS 100 from Harvard on YouTube fool you. There's way more that goes into that. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, you gotta keep moisture out of the wood, dude.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Me.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
See, that's up to perspective, because to me, she sounds sexy.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh god, is she Latina? I got it. Hi!
Don't be a stranger.
Hi.
It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Yes.
You walk
Hello.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yeah, why is that other one broken?
She's so coldly beautiful.
Yes, she is.
Is she
Like a
really
Latina.
threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What I'm being told to do? Is that what I want to do after seeing you? No. No. Oh, these choices are ridiculous. Alright, what? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm just here to talk. I haven't decided yet. Oh, my God.
Then drop the knife.
Yes, baby.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her.
It would.
Don't you dare.
Fuck you. I'm listening to this guy.
Fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It is not.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling
Don't sigh
hands
at me.
and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Ceremonious.
Maybe now we can just talk.
Dude, these past 2 games, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people are dicks. A lot of people are rude. Hi.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
Hi.
Unarmed.
Yes, unarmed. That's usually how I approach people when I want to speak with them without a knife.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yes, a little. Yes, pretty awkward. A relationship, are you coming on to me? I like that one. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. Excuse me. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. No, I like the flirting. You coming on me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
It's not
We're
weird.
2 people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yes. Acquaintance. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think more of the same. Okay. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
Oh, is it one of those Latinas with like 3 last names and she puts them down on different job applications?
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay. Alright. Getting kind of
Note
rude
the
now.
lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Yeah, he might not be wrong. He's got a point here. But I like giving people chances. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
More vagueness.
Again, she offers no specifics.
No, she
No
doesn't.
matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
That's not true. If I brought a chalupa, she would have been arms wide open with me. Kill you. There's people out there. You know what? Let's play around with you a little bit. You want to play mind games? I'll play mind games. How do I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't.
Ah, look at her eyes now. Shut up. Look at her eyes now. Look at that.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
Mm-hmm.
well, we can always put that knife to good use.
We could. We could. I can definitely try to pick
Her
the
sharp
lock, I
eyes
guess.
settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Foreplay?
She is. I'm sure of it.
Ah, foreplay. Alright. Alright, cool. Dude, please don't take anything I ever say serious. Alright, fine. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No. You're apparently gonna end the world. Lie. No, I mean, is no really a lie? Because it says you're supposed to end the world, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't had any proof. I have as much proof from this guy that I do from you. So, yeah, I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is entirely a different
you're
matter.
Not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk.
Oh,
But this isn't talking.
yo, you are sassy. What details have you given me? All right, fine. You wanna do this? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Why? Why?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
You don't. I mean, unless you were down here as a child, in which case we might be in P. Diddy's basement. I don't think you've been down here for that long.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah, seriously. How long has she
If
been
I'm
down
supposed
here?
to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you that I'm allegedly so dangerous?
This is true. Okay, what are you gonna do if I let you out of here? Deflect. Jeez, I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Wait, them. Both of you, actually.
Sooner or later,
Oh,
you'll
look at her
understand that
eyes.
I have your best interests at heart.
Yeah, you say that.
Hopefully
but-
sooner.
You say that, but look at those eyes. They're so endearing.
Sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Okay, alright. See, now one thing I'm not going to do is be a mercenary for one person and then try to switch it for another. This feels like... Actually, I've changed my mind. I don't trust you. So I have a few more questions before I decide what I do. Oh my god, the last thing any Latino wants to hear is more questions. All they ever want to hear is, and take my word for this, yes. Or C. Or, if they act like they don't fucking speak either of them, da in Russian. I'm easily manipulated. You've swooned me. You have my heart. I'll see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall
Mm-hmm.
and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I thought I was a warrior. Should be able to
If
break
you
this.
don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Yes, Your Highness.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You don't know that, actually. You don't know that. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Sure.
I'll be here.
Yes, you will. I'll be
You
back.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Yeah.
You're here
Why?
to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I'm getting really tired of being told what to do by both parties here, actually. You know, my patience is thinning, so how about we slay the narrator? Let's try the door.
It's locked from the outside.
Oh my god, put your foot through
I'll
it. I don't know what to
repeat
tell you.
myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs.
Hey.
This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Facts. I'm with this guy right now.
Easier for everyone.
You don't speak for everyone. Hey.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Really? You're just okay with losing an arm?
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm gonna save the princess. Now, whatever happens when I do save the princess, let this be a lesson about fairy tales.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm,
Oh my...
just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Okay.
You cut into her flesh.
Okay, gross. Right in my...
Sharp, and you make quick work of it.
Oh, she's just gonna tear it off. Okay.
She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yo, for real.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Yeah, no,
She
for
isn't
real.
even bothered by it.
Yeah, it's
Thank
kind of...
you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's. Can we hold hands? Too soon? Too soon. Sorry.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I just can't let her escape into the
Ah, exact. See? See? This is what me and the hero guy were talking about. Better for who?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Yo, the voices are taking over?
This isn't fair. You can't just do
Yeah,
that.
you can't. What the fuck?
Watch me.
Baby, baby. I hope you're Christian, because this is the devil in me. And honestly, we can pray it out of me. Okay? Okay, no. Warn her, yes.
Stop that.
You stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Please don't. Oh.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the
Okay.
princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Yes, good.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Bro. Resist. I'm gonna.
Blade. Move the blade.
I don't want to. Wow, this. Okay, this
You're
is
doing your best
intense.
to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes, yes, you can.
I'll make this quick.
Make what quick?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Please don't. Please don't. It wasn't me. No, wait, baby. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Please. It wasn't.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. You got us killed. Right? You got us killed. I didn't get me killed. I was doing what I thought would be best. You got us, everyone, killed. Thank you for
Her
that.
face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Blame him.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
I'm gonna be honest, man. You played way more of a part in. Okay, sure. Okay. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oof.
You're
I'm
here
awake
to
again.
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Not, and I mentioned it in the last, yesterday, with Half-Life. Just a lot of connecting media lately. Evangelion. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, for the one person that's watching. I really don't want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna keep it at that, but Evangelion. Okay, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My
Yes?
tricks?
Yeah.
What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Oh, that's creepy.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I have too many voices going on.
You know I can hear you two, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Yeah, I've noticed. It's also going to be hard to resist, as you got us killed last time. So.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Yeah, again, I remember dying because of you, so. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two
Exactly.
very different questions,
Why?
but fine.
They're
I'll
not.
indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Yeah, see, that sounds like some, I'm your daddy mentality, and I just don't respond to that.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
What this guy said.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, what do you have to say to that?
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Yo, you are a gaslighter, actually. You are gaslighting the fuck. So, this guy remembers. This guy's new, and he remembers, but you don't. Okay.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Yo, all the British are pompous. I will say that, and I will say it proudly. You want to talk about professional? Fine. You're not completely wrong, but fuck you.
Sure you are.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Dog, the only consequence I had was you forcibly moving my body and getting my throat slit. So...
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Quite literally, thank you. Jesus, the only voice of reason
but
here.
in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That is a good question. I don't want you to answer it, though.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Good question.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
This might also be true, but I do have to say she probably met the guy that locked us down there, so...
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
Gonna be honest, how the fuck do you know so much then?
You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Fine. You want to talk in facts? Let's talk about the princess. Oh, I have all the time in the world. She's not going anywhere. Literally. Okay, the only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? We'll start with the
She
first.
just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Yeah, you sound like a gaslighter, so...
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
This guy's made way more sense than you,
What proof
so...
could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets. Put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Okay.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Yo, oh my god, I'm fucking schizophrenic. This is hilarious. Oh my god, game of the year.
That doesn't prove anything.
It
How
really-
do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Dude.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Dude, could you imagine really doing this in real life? Just like, fine, show me some evidence. What is this? Evidence. Can't you read? Like, okay.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Exactly.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means
Okay.
you're putting the world at risk.
So then we're
I
enemies.
think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Yeah. Alright. Who locked her in the basement?
People
What is this
locked
place?
her in that basement, and I
People.
told you what this place is.
People.
It's a path in the woods.
Yeah.
Don't overcomplicate things.
Yeah, last time I said you people to somebody, I got jumped. So. If people locked her away, why wouldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Yeah, no,
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this.
okay.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
Sure.
But it's just the way things are.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Don't let him sweet talk you.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I don't know.
Yes, right. We're here because we're special.
Yeah, there were these.
Look,
They were
you're
special.
annoyed that you're here.
Yes.
I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get
You
to the
say that,
bit.
but again, she evidently isn't going anywhere. She's been there for a long time. What? Alright, you're being
I've told
what?
you everything you need to know.
I don't
Going into
think
more
that's true.
detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I don't think it would. I think
Not
knowing
to sound like a
everything would.
broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
And this is why America fought for their freedom against the British. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Fine. I'm gonna go say hi to my lady.
A warning before you go any further.
Mm-hmm.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
Yes.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Whatever. I'm gonna be honest, you suck, but sure.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
I guess so.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Looks a little longer.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror. Take the blade. You didn't mention the mirror.
Definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, there's the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Why would I? I'm not slaying this woman. I'm sorry, not sorry, but you are a gaslighter.
There's definitely a mirror.
There's 100%. The three of us see it. You don't.
There isn't.
I
think you know what we have to do.
Yep. How would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Why would you lie about that, Mr. British
man? Why
man?
would I lie about something so meaningless?
Mm-hmm.
What good would a mirror even do?
That's a good question.
You waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Yes. I'm gonna approach the mirror now.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
It's not. Oh yes, it's clearly just dirty.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Why is it gone?
But it was there a second ago.
Yes, it was.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Yeah. Skeptical. I like the skeptic. This is a whole different cabin. Very.
Yes, but why? Did he change it?
Yeah, he did.
All on its own?
He did.
Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the prince.
Sure.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Mm-hmm. Fuck the blade.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Okay, you're a little paranoid now.
Are you sure? She killed us with it last time.
Yeah.
What if she turns it against us again?
This is true.
Yes, I'm sure. And I've already got a plan for that. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world ending monstrosity your only weapon. Because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
First off, definitely not a monstrosity.
Peachy. We'll be fine.
Yes.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Yeah, hold on, wait, don't I get to say here what's the big idea?
Yeah,
Facts.
Not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Bro, I do not have control of my body.
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
Sure.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you
This
don't
is true.
have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice,
I like
harsh
this
but
decor.
controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Probably past me.
Does she remember us?
Maybe she does.
You walk
Ha.
down the stairs
Oh,
and lock eyes with
wow.
the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here.
Gonna be honest, cut her arm off last time, didn't have a problem. I don't think she'd care to lose two. As for the head thing, maybe it'd be a new kind of princess look.
Do you hear yourself? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Well, it was.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
This is very true.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
It was, and I did notice it.
It was.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I don't want to. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. Sit with her. I'm gonna sit with her.
You
Hi.
step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
The one I cut off before, yes.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
You look a little different? Question mark?
That's reasonable.
I don't know. I'm schizophrenic
Do you
here.
have a
I don't know what's real and what's
put
not.
her at ease.
Yes. Sit where you were told to sit. Yes.
You do as she asks
Okay.
and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Mm-hmm. So
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
you were very lighthearted this time around. My intentions? What do you mean? Explore. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall. Who was it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye. I've been here before.
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Ah, look at that, Mr. Narrator.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Oh, so now you can't lie to me because I have 4 people who remember it now. It's 4 out of 5. That's 4 to 1. You're a
As much as I
liar.
would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Has
It's
it?
complicated things. How exactly?
Exactly what I
Ideally,
said.
This was supposed to be one and done.
You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very heroic.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Contingency. Huh.
A contingency for what?
Yeah, for what? I have
For you
so many
failing,
questions.
Obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Oh, are you finally leaving and letting me decide what I want to do with my body and my life and my potential wife? As you try to make us live in strife. Sorry.
Hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
This is very true. You kind of wasted my
I
time.
needed you to believe this was your first time here, even
Yeah.
if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
So far, she hasn't really lied to me, and you have.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
Yo, for real. Facts.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Evangelion.
Exactly.
Sorry.
He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
I'm gonna be honest. Evidently, I'm having this conversation in my head. So I wonder what my facial expression looks like. Is it just I'm fighting demons in my head, or am I just blankly staring back at
Your
her?
success hinges on you having imperfect information.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Fine, fuck you. I hope you don't intervene this time, please.
Yeah,
Please.
sure. We'll see about that.
Exactly.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Okay.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
You saw that? Sorry. Did you hear that? All of that? Okay. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who was it for? What would you have me do? What happened after I died last time, since we're not gonna pretend any games and stuff?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Interesting. Is your arm patched up, actually? It looks like it.
And now you're back.
I am.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
I hope that wasn't a pun, but yes.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe
I guess.
both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Okay. The other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I could. We could have matching
Maybe it'll fit.
neck chains.
I hope I
Or
don't actually have to say this, but please
BFF
don't lock yourself
bracelet
in chains.
things.
We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
That'd be so funny if I could lock myself and inspect the shackle. Oh, that's so funny. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Yeah, she has valid
There
questions.
isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. so I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or
Nope.
does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Dude, I'm delusional. I don't know what to trust.
She really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
It doesn't seem like it. Oh, how am I supposed to cut you off? You didn't notice your head is in shackles, too. Yeah, seriously.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or
Yeah.
maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
Truthfully, we were gonna leave with her last time. The only reason we didn't is because this guy didn't allow that to happen.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Yes. He's got a point.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
Yeah, exactly.
There are none.
Okay. Skeptic, you have anything to
Pros
say?
are
Okay.
that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Yeah, this is a shitty three-way. Well, orgy. I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me. I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten. You killed me with it last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. Give her the knife. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon and deal with it. Huh. Should we try the BFF shackles first? Or should I just give her the knife? I'm gonna look at the shackles.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Yes.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Yeah.
But what if he's telling the truth?
You sound like a bitch.
He isn't.
Exactly.
I am.
Bitch number one, newly bitch number two. Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Say it.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
And the music stopped.
Come out
so,
and say it then. You're just wasting time.
as always, go ahead.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oh, she doesn't look happy.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
So I hope you. I hope. What do we eat? Hey, roomie.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
We are. I guess it's a little funny.
What are we supposed
little
to
humorous.
do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
I
That's
guess. Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch. No, there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
It is important. Thank you, dude. This has been the only voice of reason, actually, and you're calling him a skeptic. So, we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen to me? Wait in silence. Oh, all these options are awesome, actually. What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Okay. Crisscross applesauce. So, we're
Yep.
both stuck here. Yep. Did you know this was gonna happen to me?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yep.
That's rude.
Yeah. Just a little.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
Mm-hmm.
This is so boring.
Oh, we've been here 5 seconds.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
I don't know. Extend your foot. The blade doesn't look that far.
But there isn't. Time passes. It
Yes.
passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
Hey, not to sound rude, but do you shave?
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
I don't feel like I'm that far away from the okay,
She's not
sounds
ending
like you.
anything. She's just
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
I'm gonna be honest, it's starting to sound like she's your ex, and you have this weird revenge kink, and I'm not gonna play around with
How
it.
exactly
I'm
does
not
that
gonna
work?
acknowledge it.
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Mm-hmm.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
That is true. Cracks or moss and different things would start happening.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there.
Yeah.
But then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
I guess you have your own voices in your head you can talk to.
Still rude.
So, you are kind of rude. You're okay. Just...
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed?
Yeah, seriously.
What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
I have many questions.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves. through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls.
Oh.
And I think he's gone.
Really?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yeah, this is true. Look at that.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
A little bit, yeah, usually. Yeah.
She's gone.
She's.
Where
Yeah.
did she go?
Wait,
Should we try and find her?
don't we have a chain around our neck? How?
There's that mirror again.
There is that.
Why is it
mirror.
here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Yeah, bitch number 1 left, and you became the number 1 bitch.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Okay, alright, you know what? Fine, we're all bitches. Bitch 1, bitch 2, bitch 3. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we can go about looking for her.
If
Yes.
there's even a her to find anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I know, it's gonna show us how handsome we are, remember? And then,
Yes. Does that mean the world ended? It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
the Middle East, specifically what's happening in Lebanon right now. I guess. Sorry for, world
I'm
events.
begging you, don't do this.
Mirror never scared you before. Yeah, it never did.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Yeah, we should probably still just look. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Something that I think every human should do. Stare into the mirror for a long time. Look into the void. See if you're scared of what looks back. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Is there a cabin to proceed to? Oh, you are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity. Destroy your body. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Not that eloquent with my grammar, so. Solitary lights, what do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person. This music is enchanting.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
This is something that I call soul speak, and it's those moments in your life where you utter words and it doesn't feel like it's coming from you. And it's very hard to pinpoint those times that it happens, and sometimes you can even hear it in others. That's why I say, look in the mirror, stare deeply, and don't look away. Tell me what you find. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
This is true. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Man, there is so much. You what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Soul speak. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
So, Mary in the black and white box. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
If someone went back in time and told Albert Einstein the theory of relativity, did he actually create it? Where is that information in time and space? Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't look like it hurts, but it's definitely freaky looking. And what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
I hope that's true. And this world of paying taxes isn't the only thing that we'll ever know.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Aren't you scared?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
One aspect, as the other is creation. And the mediator is stability. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
What lives in the darkness? I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
It's very sweet of you. Then I will wait
You
forever.
are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
It is.
I am not here, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Our hearts?
If
Question
you
mark.
close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
This is a whole new perspective on Pandora's box that, What? 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 That's... We're gonna... Hold on. Wait a second.
You have returned to me.
Yes.
We were gone mere moments. I never left your side. She asks
Okay,
that I
make
tell
me
you
forget.
to remember her.
Please let me remember her.
You won't.
The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. I think I'm gonna end it there. This is a really good game. And I will hopefully play it again at a different point if more than one people watch this and tell me to continue with this Let's Play. We still have 29 more days to go, so 29 more games. This was really fun. I really, really like this. So I will not play even on my own time, and I will, just wait until after Spooktober. But wow. Yeah, a little speechless here. I know I started off very like fucking, I'm schizophrenic, but wow, that was really fun. That was very enlightening. So, still haven't figured out an outro, but I will. So for now, no, wait, no, not ending on that.